Mom, what are you doing? William forced himself to ask as he saw his mother Amanda in the garden, and she was grabbing William's little brother Jack, and is aiming a knife at his neck with a horrifying smile on her face. What I should have done a long time ago, Amanda replies, her voice cruel and twisted. Why was she doing this? William wondered. He always knew Amanda never loved him or his siblings, but he didn't think it would get to this level. It was dreadful, disgusting, and absolutely vile in his eyes. He needed to be there for his little brother and protect him. Now was the perfect time, but in the end, he stands there and is only able to shout, Mom, no, please, don't do that! William's voice seemed to pause, and before he could act, Amanda swiped the knife across Jack's neck. Blood splattered all over the garden as Jack let out a high-pitched screech of agony. His body convulsed in Amanda's clutches, and with a loud thud, he fell to the ground. His body stained the prickly but smooth grass, and with one last jolt of horror, he went still, and his eyes remained open, wide with fear. William felt his blood run cold. His skin went pale, and his body shook with terror. His eyes wide as blood had splattered onto his face. His legs trembled, and he found himself struggling to stand. You better keep quiet about this, Amanda's voice echoed as she grabbed William by the collar and his shirt and forced him closer to her. Or else, well, you could expect to end up like your little brother, she threatened as she aimed a blood-stained knife at William's neck. You hear me? You better not tell anyone, she said, as William, his eyes still focused on Jack's bloody body in pure horror. Do I make myself clear, mister? Amanda asked, her tone becoming more irritated. Yeah. William began to mumble. Yeah. He mumbled again, tears streaming down his pale face. Well, do I make myself clear? Amanda yelled, not too loud if one would hear her, but loud enough that William could hear her. Yeah, William mumbled. He took a deep breath and his voice trembled as his voice began to come back to him. Yes, mother, he says. Suddenly Amanda grabbed William by the hair and forced him close again. Do not call me mother! You're not a child anymore, she yells. But you sure seem to act like one, she mumbled quietly to herself. William then took another deep breath and with some effort calmed himself down. Yes, ma'am, he said. Good. Now I expect you to bury this body. We can't leave him here, Amanda replies as she lets go of William and leaves to clean her knife. After struggling to get up due to his trembling legs, William eventually got up and went to get a shovel. About 2 minutes later, he came back into the garden while hoping nobody had discovered the body and began digging. Tears streamed down his face as he did so. He looked at Jack, his small body still showing the terror on his face. William then picked up Jack and gave him a hug as he said his goodbye and gently put his body in the hole he dug. After what felt like an eternity, the act was done. William had just watched his mother murder his little brother, and yet he was the one to bury him. Why, he thought, why did it have to be him?